Hey guys, it's me. Welcome to ARP. Andy posed a question about what I thought remakes would be like for stuff like Buffy and Angel and stuff like that. And quite simply, it's a case of with Joss Whedon, I don't think he'd want remakes made of those. And if there were remakes made of those, then he'd want to do them. But I don't think there'd be remakes so much as reimaginings. He'd change a lot of things and do a lot of things that he could do now that weren't possible back then. But as far as like the Battlestar Galactica and stuff like that goes, I've watched the newest series and honestly, I'm not really overly enamored by them. I'm not a big fan of remakes in general. There are a few that stick out in my mind that should never have been remade. War of the Worlds, Day the Earth Stood Still, things like this. It's just lazy writing basically. It's we can't decide what film we're going to make. Oh, let's go remake that. Which is, Godzilla's coming out now this week, which is what, the 4th time Godzilla's been remade. Completely and utterly insane. But yeah, I mean, I don't really think like iconic series like Buffy and stuff should be remade. I mean, they did a good job with the remake of Day of the Triffids. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't brilliant. It wasn't too bad. The Prisoner remake, that was okay, if not a little bit surreal. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, a lot of the things that I grew up watching have already been remade, and I don't like them. Yeah, I grew up with that version of it, and now I'm getting remakes. It is a lot. Same really with the games and stuff like that. I mean, we grew up playing the Final Fantasy series, and now you've got HD remakes of 10, and you've got HD remakes of 12 and 13. No, 13 would already be HD, but the HD remakes are making their way back in. And yet we've still got no remake of 7. All we want is 7, but with slightly better graphics. We don't even care. Don't change the battle system, don't change the material, don't change the bugs or the glitches, just make the graphics slightly better. But yeah, I don't like remakes. I really don't like remakes. And to go back to something else Andy said, yes, it is true. When the Hobbit trailer comes out, we text each other and ring each other and do all the Hobbit, and then we do the same when we're actually going to watch the film. And then when we watch the film, we sit there and we basically look at the screen and yeah, remember that. Yeah. That's not quite as big as I remember it being, but yeah, okay. Because we know the books quite well. So yeah, we enjoyed that whole experience, and with something like that's cool because books being made into films is okay if they're done right. We all know that if you make a book into a film, you're going to miss out some of the information. There's always going to be bits of the book that aren't going to make it onto film. A book is anywhere between 300 and 700 pages. If you've got a 700-page book, there is no way, even with 3 films, that you would be able to make everything appear on the screen. It's impossible. I mean, 1 page in a book could be 20 minutes on screen, depending on what's going on. So it's not a simple thing transferring a book to a film. Going back to the remakes, the only thing, as far as I'm aware, considering that most of the stuff that Andy mentioned was Joss Whedon, that Whedon would be wanting to go back into making, that he hasn't made for some time, is Firefly. Now everybody around the world wants Firefly. Fox cancelled Firefly. I know, it's a big shock. Fox cancelled something. They cancelled Family Guy twice. Who'd have thunk it, eh? Fox. But yeah, so I mean, Firefly would be cool. It'd be nice to see a new series based after Serenity, and see what's going on with the crew, but also whether they retcon it and bring Wash and Book back, or whether they just keep them dead. Interesting. So, I mean, like, Star Trek keeps getting remakes, new series basically. We haven't had a new Star Trek series in quite some time actually. The last one was Voyager, Enterprise. Enterprise, I think, was the last one that was being made, which was completely and utterly terrible. It just didn't feel right. So, yeah. See, I don't waffle like Andy. So, my question to you, Andy, is if you could take one... Oh, I know what I wanted to say. I can't believe you don't like Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is awesome. And The Walking Dead's alright. Zombies, mate. Come on. I love my zombies. Really, Game of Thrones. Can't believe you don't like it. You need to give it another try. And V, the new series of V was awful. By the way, I hated it. You know, the original was much better. Excuse me. Right, so, yes, if you, Andy, could remake one series with your own cast of actors, what series and who would your actors be? So, tatty bye, and I will catch you later. Bye bye.